When an empath loses a child. Episode 8, Reclaiming Life, How INFJs Step Out of Waiting Without Letting Go of Love. There's a moment many INFJs reach, quietly, without announcement, when they realize they have been waiting. Not passively, not weakly, but faithfully, waiting for clarity, waiting for repair, waiting for a door to open. Today, we're going to talk about what happens when INFJs begin to step out of waiting, not by abandoning love, but by reclaiming life. Why INFJs wait longer than others. INFJs don't wait because they're afraid of change. They wait because they believe relationships have meaning beyond immediacy. You wait because you respect process, you honor emotional timing, you believe bonds deserve patience. Waiting for INFJs is not stagnation. It's loyalty expressed through restraint. When waiting quietly becomes a way of life. At some point, many INFJs realize that waiting has expanded. It no longer lives in one corner of the heart. It has begun to shape daily choices. You may notice hesitation to plan too far ahead, guilt when joy appears unexpectedly, emotional scanning during calm moments, a sense of being on hold internally. This isn't because you don't want to live, it's because part of you has been standing guard. Stepping out of waiting is not giving up. This is an important truth for INFJs. Leaving waiting mode is not betrayal. It does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you erase love. It does not mean you close the door forever. It means you stop placing your life inside the waiting. You take your life back, gently, respectfully, while love remains where it belongs, in your values, not on your calendar. INFJs don't move on, they recenter. INFJs rarely move on in dramatic ways. You don't cut off memory, you don't force detachment, you recenter. Recentering looks like choosing presence over anticipation, planning without apology, allowing joy without justification, investing energy where it returns. This is not avoidance, it's alignment. Why reclaiming life actually stabilizes love. Here's the paradox many INFJs discover. When you stop organizing your life around waiting, love becomes lighter, not heavier. Why? Because love no longer has to hold pressure, urgency, expectation. It becomes something you carry with steadiness, not something that pulls you out of the present. This is how INFJs protect both love and self. Small steps matter more than big declarations. INFJ growth rarely comes from bold decisions. It comes from small permissions. I can plan this. I can enjoy this moment. I don't need to check emotionally right now. Each small choice reinforces safety, and safety is what allows waiting to loosen its grip. What life reclamation looks like for INFJs. Reclaiming life may look like returning to creativity, deepening friendships, strengthening routines, rediscovering curiosity, caring for your body. None of this replaces love. It grounds it. You don't stop being someone who loves deeply. You become someone who lives deeply again. Why this stage feels quietly powerful. INFJs often underestimate this phase. It doesn't feel dramatic. It doesn't announce itself. But it changes everything. You no longer feel split between past and future. You begin to feel here, present, rooted. This is not resignation. This is maturity. You are allowed to choose life, fully. If you are an INFJ who has been waiting, hear this clearly. You are allowed to live fully now. Not later, not conditionally, not after something changes. Living does not erase love. It honors the part of you that survived. If this episode feels like a quiet exhale, let that matter. You are not leaving love behind. You are bringing yourself back. In the next episode, we'll talk about identity. who INFJs become after estrangement, and how meaning reshapes the self in powerful ways. You are not late to your life. You are arriving with wisdom. If this video resonated with you, please consider liking and subscribing to Depth of the Quiet. This is a space you can return to whenever you need comfort, clarity, or simply a quiet moment, even during those late nights when your thoughts feel the heaviest. If you feel ready to share, you're always welcome to leave a comment or tell your story below. Your voice may be the reassurance another parent needs to feel less alone. And if you're not ready, that's perfectly okay too. There's never any pressure to engage. Healing happens at your own pace. If you believe this message could help someone else, please consider sharing this video with anyone who may be walking a similar path. You never know who might need to hear that they're not alone. On the days when the loss feels sharper, please remember, you are not alone here. This community exists because so many of us walk a similar road. If you'd like to explore these themes more deeply, you may find support in the books The Quiet Between Us and Depth of the Quiet by Latina Sidoroff, available in paperback and Kindle on Amazon. For spouses supporting an estranged parent, Standing Beside the Broken by Stas. Sidorov offers a compassionate perspective from the partner's side of the journey. Thank you again for being here, for listening, and for allowing yourself this moment of care. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself.